Okay, the first thing I want to show you, the market made another breakout or a push towards resistance on Tuesday. Um, and since October, we've been calling for this little uptrend here, this little trend change. Once we hit the lows right here on October 4th, which you'll see right there. Um, But what I wanted to show you, this week we came into the week trying to break 1250 on the S&P, and as you can see, um, we got through that, and then I said to look for 1275. So we also got that, and I just want to go over it with you on the chart here. As you can see, there's 1250, and you can see right here is resistance from the prior months. So we knew coming in November we would likely challenge this level, and then coming into Monday morning we said to look for 1275, which printed today. So as you can see, if I can get my chart working, um, we got there today, and then this little candle that you can see right here puts us right at 1275 and the 200-day moving average. So it looks like, I've been saying that we should rally to Thanksgiving, and it looks like we're going to probably push 1300 and then maybe a little bit higher, as you can see. Let's see if I can get a different color here. This is resistance back here, so you can see that, and then right there, that gets us to 1300. And I always tell readers that most stocks, 75% of stocks, go whichever way the market's going. So we're basically just going to be looking at calls. It's not to say there aren't some put option trades out there, but until we break below 1225, we're going to be probably buying calls for the rest of the year. And the other thing, this market's gotten pretty easy to trade because of all these technical levels. And you'll notice we closed right on 1275. So let's look at some of the trades that we can play on that. Okay, the first trade I'm going to look at, it's not going to be the S&P, so I probably should have showed you the Russell 2000. But it's kind of been slacking the other indexes, so we're going to try to get in this trade on Wednesday morning. As you can see, we're going to try to use limit orders up to 130, but futures are looking like we might start a little bit lower, so these options will probably open lower. Hopefully, and then we can get them at a better price. Now this trade here is also a new trade, and it's a stock that just came out in May, and we followed it off and on. They make biofuels, and it's going to be a momentum trade. I'll show you that one real quick also, but back to this Russell. As you'll see, we're going to be playing calls, and we're going to try to get into the December 77s. And as you can see, let me do futures since we've got a lot of new people here. I'm going to show you how to look at futures at night. You can turn on Bloomberg, or you can actually just kind of go to the website here, and it'll show you that we're going to start a little bit lower, which has been the trend this week, and then in the afternoons we've kind of rallied, which we got today. So that's going to be the plan, to try to get into the Russell trade. And then if I'll show you the options real quick. As should be the December. Let's see. These are the ones we're trying to get into here. December 80s. Now these are the weeklies. Expire on the 17th. I'm sorry. These are the weeklies. These expire on the 30th, and then this is the regular options we're trying to get into. As you can see, they're at 120. I listed the limit price at 130 in case the market might open higher in the morning. But this is the trade we're going to take for the next leg up in the market. The other stock I wanted to show you. Well, let's do this. Let me show you a trade. I don't know if I can bring it up on here. A chart for this, I mean. Okay. There it is. Russell 2000. Like I said, I think the index is going to run to 800. So if I can show you on a chart real quick. As you'll see, it just broke above 750, which is bullish, and it looks like it's gonna. You can see there's 750. It's 75 for the iShares, but it means these should go to 80. Let's see. So you see right there, there's the break right above 75, and then you can see back here, that's the trend lower from August, and then you can see here, back in June, which is kind of where we tested support, went up and then came waterfalled back down, and then we've been in this range. Let's see if I can do that range for you, because I've been trying to tell you, once we get out of these ranges, the market is going to pop higher. That's why we haven't been too nervous. Now on the way down, you know, like I said, for the S&P and the Dow, the S&P would be 1225. Then you would, you know, start looking at puts. But for now, as you can see, this trend's up. And then the next wave of resistance is going to come right in here at 77.50. As you can see, we've got a cluster of was support. Now it's going to act like resistance right there, and then right there, and then longer term, you know, hopefully maybe by Christmas we get to this level right here, which is 80. Because they're the December calls, you know, we're going to have over a month to play this trade, and most of the time people get nervous when trades start off negative, but just remember there's over a month, and there is going to be volatility, and if there is a trend change, then we would get out of the position. But for now, it looks like the market's going to roll higher. Now this trade here, the SZYM, SZYM. Let's see. So you can see we're going to try to get into these December and March calls, but if you only do one trade, try to go with the March, because it's about 5 months away, so we'll give you more time for this trade to play out. Let's see if I can show it over here. It's kind of a risky stock. As you see here, the 52-week high is 27. So if we buy a 15 call, and let's just say it goes to 20, then these calls right here are worth at least $5, which is I guess top of my head 400%. And then these December calls, if the stock has momentum, and let's say it runs to 15 by mid-December, then these options would be worth 250. So as you can see, the December options closed at 55 cents, and they were up. I can't do that percentage in my head, but let's see, they were up over 100%. And then these options, they popped 50%. They use algae to do something with the fuel for planes, and there was a successful commercial flight yesterday. But the Navy has been using this this oil or algae, and it's from our research, or my research, but some of the guys have told me it reduces 40% costs. So we wouldn't be surprised to see some of these airlines go all in if this stuff is as good as they say it might be. So this is going to be, like I said, a high risk, high reward trade. We're going to do an article in our weekly wrap. Going to research it some more and then come up with some other stuff. But it's always kind of risky to buy calls on a stock that's not making money, on a company that's not making money. And as you can see here, the estimates, the company is projected to lose money this year and next year, but it's improving. And let's see if they've announced earnings. They've already announced earnings. So we're going to do some more research, but this is another trade we're trying to get into. The next trade I want to show you is it's a call option trade. It's Alpha Natural Resources, and we've played this one a few times this year. And it's fallen from, I think we played it in the 40s, but you can see here the 52-week high is 68. Looking at the options real quick, I've already kind of sped up the video here and did some chart work, but wanted to show you, we've been watching it, and it looks like it's going to pop over 30. You can see here today it closed at 28.70. Now this one's probably not going to be on the watch list tomorrow, just because I want to get rid of some current trades, because it's like I said, we have 15 opens, so I don't want everybody to overload their accounts or blow up their accounts as we scale out of current ones and get into new ones. But for this Alpha Natural Resources, we could play the November options, but just to be a little bit safer and to give it more time to play out, we're going to look at the let's see, we could pick any of these, but many of you that follow me, I don't really like paying over $2 for an option. So if I can, I like to get them for under $1. But on trades like this, the higher premium trades, I don't mind trying to find something for 150 to 2 or stuff like that. But like I said, when I show you the chart, it's going to look like if we get this pop over 30, it could run to 40, and it's a high beta name, and it's going to move. So it looks like you can see the volume here. We've had people positioning already, not us, but you can see traders positioning, and we've been watching it, like I said. And again, I don't get in any trades until I write about them or something. But these options look good to me. On a plate of 40. Now let's just say if A&R does go to 40, as you can see right here, let's see, this will be the break above 30, and you can see right here it fell through there, and again right here it had trouble after it broke down, getting back over it. And then you'll see up here where 40 is, which is going to be, where it tried to hold before it waterfalled. So once it gets above 30, it's got a lot of room to fill right in here. So even if it just goes to 35, these options right here would be worth 3 or a double. So that's another trade that we're looking at, recommending, putting on the watch list and getting into. But this is one of the bonuses for signing up with us for a year and learning how to find trades. I had a subscriber that kind of said that, we might enter trades before he did and stuff like that. But, I do my best to timestamp and right up to the minute. And I put a lot of time in this newsletter, and I have a lot of people that help me. So please don't think that that's the case. That's why I wanted to cover that real quick. But you see, I'm not in this position. The company's not. None of the writers are. You're seeing a trade that will probably go on the watch list the next day or two if I can close some more. The other thing is the other trade stock is Chesapeake Energy. Let's see if I can pull a chart up here on that one. Let's see. As you can see, this one's capable of big moves as well. We've also played this a lot over the years, and like I said, this is probably going to pop to 30. It closed at 27. You can see right there, closed at 27. And then if we get the break above 30, or at least a run to 30, let's see. Let's see, put this on here for you. There's 30. And then if you can see all the support and resistance that it's battled since then. Let's just go back to here. You can see the drop below 30, and then it's spent a lot of time under that, trying to get back above it. So we've had this uptrend, and then it looks like it came back down to test support here at 27, which is held. So let me see if I can draw that for you real quick. Here's 27, and you can kind of see where it held right there. It's been holding 27, and now it's like I said, we're going to look for a run to 30, but we're going to go further than December. We would go with the January calls, and as you can see, these January calls, the 30 calls, are under $1, right at $1. So if Chesapeake made a run to 32, which is possible if it gets over 30, that's going to be, the options would be worth 2, and you'd also have a double on that trade as well. As far as the financial stocks, I still don't trust them, but I think it's okay to start nibbling on them. As far as Bank of America, as you can see, there was huge volume in these December. Let's see here, the December 7 calls. Almost 35,000 contracts traded. 30-cent option. Again, one thing I want to point out with cheap options, a lot of people will buy 50 or 100, but try to stick to your trading plan. Either that's the same amount of contracts for every trade, or the same dollar amount. I showed you BAC just because I like it for the weekly wrap. It's it's a $6 stock, could go to 8. We could write calls on it, and the downside is at 5. So I like that for the weekly wrap, and then I actually have these profiled on the watch list, and we do like these options. But again, they're risky. We could go with the 17s. Like I said, I think they could jump to 2 if the stock made it to 19. So this would also be a double. And then finally, let's see. I got one more here. For those of you that want to play the indexes, you can play the Qs. We've been saying they're going to 60. And right here, you can see they closed at 58.88. The range of 52-week high is right near 60. So if you wanted to play these, you could actually play the weekly November options for the next couple weeks, or you could go to the Decembers. Let's see, and then you could buy like the 62s or the 61s. But we would probably go with the 61s. But as you can see here, people are expecting bigger moves. People are buying, these for 12 cents. But again, go with something the higher price premiums a little bit. Go with the 61s if you want to play the Qs. And then let's see if I can show you one more stock that I think could pop. APC. Anadarko Petroleum. Let me pull up a chart for that one as well. Let's see. This one could be breaking out to new highs, and it could probably go. It could probably hit 100 easily. Most of the times, when stocks get to 80 and above, people on Wall Street say they're going to par, or they trade to par, which means 100. So you can see from here. Let's see what the 52-week high is. Yeah, 85.50 is the 52-week high, and we're right there. So if you want to put it on a chart, it's going to enter blue sky territory, which is what I mean when a stock breaks out. Here's 85. That's the 52-week high. You can kind of see. You can see right there. We're getting ready to break above it, or shares are. So if you wanted to play this one, you could, let's see. You could go with the November options for the risk takers. Play the 87.50s, or you could do the December options, which are, let's see. These are a little bit more expensive. This would be another $10 move, but if shares do go to 100, this would be a huge trade. Plenty of time, over 30 days, like 37 days. So this trade might be worth the risk. That's all I got for now. Like I said, I just wanted to get some trade ideas out and show some people some charting. And I appreciate everybody upgrading or getting the manual. And if you have any friends that would like to get into trading and learn how to trade, then feel free to send them our way. Or if you have some friends that would like a 1-week free trial, send our support team an email, and we'll get them started. Until next time, let's hope the market keeps going higher.